Good morning. Today is Thursday, March 3rd, 2022. I keep trying to say 2021, so I'm being very deliberate about that. 2022. My name is Terry Morgan. We are here to practice Wudang Qigong. We have the basic sets that we're going to work on this morning, sets 1 through 9. And this morning we're also going to pay attention to something that's probably more advanced, not so much the advanced movement, but the idea that goes behind. So I've talked about this idea of how we move and what we're doing in the movements, and paying attention to the physical body and paying attention to the breath and paying attention to the air, right? A whole long litany. There's more. All right. So, and I'm going to read this. This is on my website, wudang.com, under Internal Martial Arts, Qigong, Wudang Qigong Principles. The first step is to move the inner breath in the small heavenly circle. Yeah, it's talked about this a lot. This is also known as the first gate or the first pass, the first skill, the first closure. 就是关 is a passage, a gate. And it's also called refining the energy and transforming the breath. Together, the energy, the breath, and the spirit become spirit breath. This idea, 那个就是身气 Jing, Qi, Shen, Wei, 身气 这个意思，就他们在一块儿合一起，不再放开，不放开，都在一起，这是第一关。Alright, now I just said that in Chinese because the translation, my translation, hey, I did it, alright, is difficult without understanding the concepts. What is Jing? What is Qi? What is Shen? I don't know what that is. What's she talking about? Right? What is this? If we don't understand what is this, how are we going to manage that first gate? There's 3. Right? Second step, move the breath in the large heavenly circle. And I talked about this as well. This is another inner combination, transforming the spirit. So we take what we've transformed in step 1, and we're going to transform it again in step 2. And the final step is to transform it one more time. Alright, so let me get started here. So all of the connections, all of these steps, this first step, second step, I start with the idea that Western folks, okay, the idea of the small heavenly circle and the lower Tantien and all of these internal connections are part of a canon of study in Chinese that goes back about, give or take, a couple thousand years. Traditional Chinese medicine goes back to the Yellow Emperor, so it goes back a ways. These concepts are familiar. Whether some person has studied or not doesn't matter. They're generally familiar to a pretty fair population in China. Pretty fair sized population in China, and those who read Chinese and are part of that culture who happen to live elsewhere. Okay? So the canon of study, right, isn't confined, but we know where it originated. All right, and as people have studied, it's been refined. Translation is a whole other issue entirely. English doesn't have a good correlate for these concepts. Qi. What is qi? I talk about qi as inner breath, as opposed to the physical breath. Closest I can get, qi is qi. And you come to understand it, you come to know it, that's what it is. We don't try, in a lot of cases, I don't try and translate it. Understanding the meaning behind that, this is referencing inner breath, and there's this other whole concept behind what we're doing, gives us a different perspective, gives us an insight that we don't have if we're trying to bring everything into our own concept of the universe. Okay? So, understanding the fundamentals, and then this first step, moving the inner breath in the small heavenly circle. Feet about shoulder width apart. Stand straight. Pull up through the crown of the head, shoulders down and relaxed. We're just going to start. Pay attention to the breathing. Pay attention to the inner breath, the inner qi. Focus on the lower dantian. Ladies, right hand on the outside. Gentlemen, left hand on the outside. Both hands cross at the lower dantian. Breathe in. Pull up to the middle dantian. And press down. Bend the knees. Breathe in. Pull up through the back. And down the front. Small heavenly circle from the lower dantian down, the Hui Yin, up to the Mingmen, Jiaji, Yujin, Bai Hui at the crown of the head, down the front to the Renjong, connect through the upper dantian, middle dantian, and return to the lower dantian. It's a continuous circle. Breathe in. Breathe out. Focus the mind on that pattern, that circle. Pull up the back. Down in front. Breathe in. Breathe out. One more. Breathe in. Hands separate. Press down along both sides. Pull up through the crown of the head. Raise the heels and lower. Stay there. Relax for a second. We're going to do this again. with the same idea. Alright? Just basic, very basic on the outside. Paying attention very closely to this inner circle. Stick my face up here in the camera. Right here, just right about in here, is the Renjung. This connects the Renmai and the Dumai. Dumai comes down the front, Renmai goes with the back. These two channels together are the small heavenly circle. We start here in the lower Dantian, circle down, up the back, through the crown of the head, down the front, return to the lower Dantian, and start again. Each circle matches the breath, in and out. Feet about shoulder width apart, stand straight. Ladies, right hand on the outside, gentlemen, left hand on the outside. Relax through the back, focus inside, pay attention to the lower Dantian. Breathe in, down, up the back, and down the front. Breathe in, pull up the back, and down the front. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Focus on the connections through the torso, up the back and down the front. Small heavenly circle. Tip of the tongue touches the roof of the mouth. Keep the connection. Raise the back. Keep the back straight as you sink. 2 more. And last time, breathe in. And breathe out. And breathe in. And separate. Down along both sides. Pull up through the crown of the head. Raise the heels and lower. This connection that we're talking about. Right? One of the keys, and I've talked about this as well, is the idea of quieting the mind. Quiet. We want to do both. One more time, this series. Pay attention to the breath, in and out, connected with the small heavenly circle. Everything is quiet. It's just nice, smooth circulation. Feet about shoulder width apart. Ladies, right hand on the outside. Gentlemen, left hand on the outside. All of it together. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Connect the breath. Connect the movement. Connect the small heavenly circle inside. Up the back, down the front. Quiet the mind. Quiet the breath. Open the back. Pull up. And sink. 2 more. Breathe in. Breathe out. And breathe in. Breathe out. And breathe in. Hands separate. Down on both sides. Pull up through the crown of the head. Raise the heels and lower. Stay there. Breathe in. Breathe out. Alright, relax for a second. This level of concentration doing something, we're paying attention to several different things all at the same time. This level of concentration is closer to what we want. Okay? As we bring in each of the elements that we're working with, breath, physical body, the internal energy, as we bring these elements in, it takes more effort to concentrate on what we should be doing, not necessarily what we're thinking about right today. All right? I'm going to stay with this first step. All right, this small heavenly circle and the connections that we want to pay attention to. As pushing the mountain, right? As we start and pull up here, right? Press down. The back stays open. The Mingmen opens more. Okay? Mingmen open this more. So that as you push, the connection between the Mingmen and the Lao centers in both palms becomes stronger. Lower dantian, extend. As you extend, first finger pulls back just a little. Open the Lao. As the palm turns over, the middle finger, middle finger, there it is. Pull this up just a little, not a lot. It's a focus. It's not a, let me pull this up, right? It's focus, pull in. This extends through the arm and through the heart channel. Feet about shoulder width apart, pushing the mountain. Pay attention to the connection between the Mingmen and the Lao in the center of the palm. Breathe in. Breathe out. Sink. Open the back. Small heavenly circle. Oh, we still need to pay attention to that. Breathe. Breathe in. Pull up through the back. Breathe out. Down the front. Extend through the Lao. Pull in. And return to the lower dantian. Press down. Breathe in. Breathe out. Open. And close. Open the back. Small heavenly circle and down the front. Return to the lower dantian and breathe in, up the back, and down the front. Open the breath through the back. Lower back opens as you breathe in, closes as you breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Return to the lower dantian and breathe in. Circle up the back and down the front. 2 more. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Last time. Breathe in. Circle and extend. Pull in. Hands down on both sides. Pull up through the crown of the head. Raise the heels and lower. Stay there. Breathe in. Breathe out. We're going to do it again. Alright, this time, add the idea, intent, that there's actually something there. There's an object that you must push. Something you I want this to go, but I'm going to push this away. All right? As you pull in, this is something I want. No, I don't want this. Go away. This is something I want. Come. This idea is push and pull. Keep that idea in mind, together with everything else. Pushing them out. Feet about shoulder width apart. Stand straight. We're going to use a little bit of strength this time. Everything else is still there. And breathe in. Just a little bit, not too much. Don't overdo it. And breathe out. Breathe in. Push. No, I don't want that. I don't want that. No. Pull in. Yes. Oh, that's nice. I'll take some of that. I'd like that. Thank you. And press down. Return to the lower dantian. Those ideas are important. And push. No, I don't want that. Push. No, I don't want that. No. Push. Pull in. Oh, that's nice. Very nice. Yes, that'd be nice. I'd like that. And return to the lower dantian. Again. Breathe in. Breathe out. Keep that idea in mind. And breathe in. Breathe out. Focus on the lower dantian. Keep the idea in mind that as you breathe out, you don't want whatever it is that's in front of you. I don't want that. Go away. As you breathe in, something nice that you do want, and you're going to keep it. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. 2 more. Breathe in. Open the lagom, open the mingmen. Focus on the idea behind the move. And same here, idea behind the move. Pull in, return to the lower dantian. 1 more time, and breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Yeah. We'll do the last set. And this is it. And breathe in. Breathe out. No. Yes. Pull in. Hands down on both sides. Pull up through the crown of the head. Raise the heels and lower. Stay there. Breathe in. Breathe out. Relax for a second. We're going to do some more. We're going to do one more round for this, but I want to make a point about what it is we're doing. Right? This idea in mind. What am I thinking about? What am I paying attention to? What's my intent? Is perhaps one of the most important factors in our practice. What am I trying to do? Right? What am I trying to do? What we've just done, this exercise that I just gave, is to take the thought process that we have as humans and apply it to what we're doing. So the emotion, Jingshen, Yi, intent, Shin, heart, Qi, Hu Shi, the Qi, the internal breath, the external breath, all of this blends together, combined with the movement, so that what I intend to do, my intent behind what I'm trying to do, is fully incorporated through the movement. It's that idea behind. I'm playing here. Alright, I'm going to go get groceries. Okay, I'm going to go get groceries at about 3 o'clock this afternoon, and that's probably when the store's not going to be too crowded. And if I get there early enough, then I can go ahead and take care of some other things, and I've got a couple of other shopping things to do. And you know, I need to go and get the car taken, right? What's my intent? Was I even paying? I wasn't even paying attention to what I was doing. I was just mechanical stuff on the outside. That's not Qigong practice. It's not. Last time, pushing the mountain, take the idea, right? Back to this concept again. Take the idea of having strength and waiting. You're not, nothing's going, nothing's coming. You're waiting. You're centered. And as we move, this is simply the breath moving in and out. Everything else remains centered, solid, mountain, concept of mountain, very solid, very well centered. Focus on the lower dantian and the small heavenly circle, all of the connections through the torso, lower dantian, circle around. As we connect from the middle dantian, through the laogong to extend and return to the lower dantian. Visualize that circle. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Keep the connection. Open the Ming Men. Quiet the breath. Quiet the mind. Follow the circle inside. Return to the lower dantian. Breathe in. Breathe out. Connect through the whole body. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. And breathe out. 2 more. Breathe in. Center. Last time. Hands down on both sides, pull up through the crown of the head, raise the heels and lower. Stay there. Breathe in. Breathe out. Alright, relax for a second. As we take this idea of paying more attention to what we're doing internally, right? It's an advanced class this morning, I did. As we pay more attention to what we're doing internally, the idea behind what we're doing makes so much more difference than just the movement itself. All right, I've talked about this. We're practicing it today. With Wild Goose Flying, next set, we want to pay attention to the same idea that I just gave, which is this idea of centering. That the body is centered and that the movement is not part of, in this case, physical action. It's part of an extension of the breath, physical breath, and we want to focus the internal breath, the qi, on moving through the shoulders, in a small heavenly circle, right? As the arm comes up, extend through the shoulder back here. So that the result of the arm coming up is the hand here. Not think about put the hand here. Okay? No. Start from the shoulder. Extend out. Let's do this exercise for a second. Pick an arm. All right, I'm going to pick my left arm. I usually use my right arm. I'm going to pick my left arm this time. All right, left arm. This one over here. Pick an arm. Just stand there. Just pick an arm. All right, focus on the lower dantian. Just focus on the lower dantian. Pay attention to the small heavenly circle from the lower Tantian down and around. Circulate the chi. That's all you're doing is circulate the chi. There's no movement here. Inside movement, pay attention. Circulate the chi through the small heavenly circle. Now, as you breathe, extend the chi from the jiaji, center of the back, through the arm. I'm going for my left arm right now. Center of the back, through the shoulder, into the upper arm. Moving on down to the elbow. We're going slow here. Yes, we are. Moving on down to the elbow. Through the forearm. The wrist. And extend through the fingers. And bring it back in. Pull in. Release the fingers. Release the wrist. Release the forearm. Release the elbow. Release the upper arm. Let go of the shoulder. Relax the arm. That concentration, that idea, that's what we're working with this morning. Feet about shoulder width apart. Connect through the whole body. Open the back. Breathe in. And breathe out. Wild goose flying. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in at the back. Open the arms. And down. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. And breathe out. Everything begins and ends with the lower Tantian. Open. Out the back. Down the front, small heavenly circle. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Extend through the arms. Fingers are the last to arrive. Circulate the breath. Open the back. Breathe in. And breathe out. 2 more. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Last time, breathe in. Open the back. Extend. And return. Breathe in, palms up. Hands down on both sides, pull up through the crown of the head, raise the heels and lower. Stay there. Breathe in. Breathe out. All right. This idea behind the opening here. So just now we focused on the idea that everything comes up through the back and extends, right? As you extend, this time we want to use a little strength. Not too much, just a little, not too much. With the idea that there's force that can be applied here. If I should choose to use it. Alright, now, this use of the arms, right? As the arms come up, elbows. This is martial applications, alright? So just pay attention. Elbows go back. Yeah? Yeah. And goes back here too. Alright. Arms come up. Elbows open. Right? Wrist. Keep the fingers in till the end. Flies. Alright. This extension, what we want it to look like is this. Just open and close. Inside, pay attention to, I just showed you what we're going to pay attention to, right? Pay attention to the opportunity that presents itself as you open, as you extend, and don't think about reaching that point with a sharp movement. Resist. Pull in here, pull this in tight, pull tight. Pull in, through the shoulders, pull in. This has force. Resist as it comes up. Resist, extend the fingers, and resist as it comes back in. The outer appearance is soft. The inner working, right now, we're going to practice right now, should be as strong as you can possibly make it. Resist as much as you can. Whole body. Feet about shoulder width apart. Stand straight. Wild goose flying. Use strength. Breathe in. Outwardly, the movement appears soft. Inwardly, it should feel very strong. Sink. Up along both sides and down. Open and close. Pull in and extend. Sink, pull down, pull up, sink again, use strength, and down. Pull, pull down. Resist as your hands come down. Much as you can, resist. Keep the shoulders down as though there's a weight holding both arms. Open. And close. Pull in. Use strength. Up. And down. Open and close. 2 more. Breathe in. Breathe out. And breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Last time. Breathe out. Sink. Open. And close. Breathe in. Hands down along both sides. Pull up through the crown of the head. Raise the heels and lower. Stay there. Breathe in. Breathe out. This application of strength, the idea that we're going to resist through the movement and we're going to apply that force. Open and close. Last time, same set. As we move to close, right? Open, close, sink. Pay attention to the inverse of that. That, yeah, I know, it's the right? So as you sink, pay attention to the idea that you're building intrinsic energy that you're going to release. So, sink, let it go. As we open, right? As we open, pay attention to the idea of an irresistible force. Nothing can stop it. I'm going to open my arms and there is nothing that will get in my way. Nothing. Every part of me says, my arms are going up. That intent behind there's nothing that can stop my arms. They're going. That's it. If you're standing there, you're moving. You're moving. All right? This sink, build that energy so that as you come up, it's more a release of that intrinsic energy that we pulled in and less about doing something. Okay? Think of it more as releasing that energy. Last one. Feet about shoulder width apart. Stand straight. And breathe in. Wild goose flying. Sink. And up along both sides. Sink. Build up that energy. Build it up. Use the legs and ready, open. And close. Small heavenly circle. Keep the connection. Ready, let it go. With the breath, breathe in, sink, open the back, ready, and breathe in, let it go. Breathe in, breathe out, breathe in, and breathe out. Pull in. Lower dantian. Extend through the back, open. With the breath. Breathe in. And breathe out. And breathe in. Breathe out. Sink through the feet, sink through the heels, and open. Open the back. Pull up. Keep the Mingmen open as you rise. 2 more. Pull in through the waist, open the back. Pull in, sink, sink, pull in, pull up through the body. Use strength. Let it go. Open. And close. Breathe in one more time. Palms up. Press down on both sides. Pull up through the crown of the head. Raise the heels and lower. Stay there. Breathe in. Breathe out. Alright. Relax for a second. I'm going to do one more. And I'm going to skip. We're just going to pay attention to one set. Because I'm checking the time over here. One set. Push. Alright? And we're going to, I'll do this facing, so. This idea that we just worked with, this idea of extending through the arms, fingers are the last to arrive. We want that same idea with push. And this is fairly obvious. I call it out all the time, what we're doing. Lao won't connect to the lower dantian, to the middle dantian, and extend. I am not going to focus right now on the large heavenly circle. We're paying attention today to the small heavenly circle. As we move, lower dantian, up to the middle dantian, and extend. Lower dantian, Huiyin, Mingmen, Jiaji, Yujin, Baihui. Small heavenly circle continues. Just like we open through the shoulders and open through the palm. Labo. I'm going to turn to my right. You're going to start to your left. Normally we'd start to the left, right? So I'm going to do this facing you. Pay attention to the breath. Pay attention to the inner circulation, the small heavenly circle. Pay attention to the 3 connections, middle dantian, lower dantian, and the Lao balloon. Yeah, I'm not paying attention to the feet right now, just these 3 connections. As you move forward with the idea behind, we're going to use the same idea that we had with one of the sets in pushing the mountain. As I push out, I don't want that. A little bit of strength, not too much. I'm not going to focus on strength right now, just a little bit. I don't want that. As we return, yes, I do. This is nice. Get more of this. All right? Feet about shoulder width apart. Breathe in. And breathe out. If you're going to your left, I'm going to my right. And breathe out. I don't want that. Oh, that's nice. Yeah, I'll take some of that. That'd be all right. And shift. Push. And pull in. Small heavenly circle. Connect through the body. Keep the idea in mind. I don't want this. No, I don't want this. Yeah, alright, I'll take some of that. Be alright. Return to the lower dantian and extend. Pay attention to the space between the hands. As you extend, and return. Breathe. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breath extends from the lower dantian. Connect the small heavenly circle. Open the back. Breathe in. Breathe out. No, I don't want that. Breathe in. Yes, I'll take some of that. And shift. Push. Pull in. And center. 2 more. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. And breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Hands down along both sides. Pull up through the crown of the head. Raise the heels and lower. Stay there. Breathe in. Breathe out. And breathe in. Breathe out. 1 more. Breathe in. And breathe out. Alright. That's going to be it for today. This type of practice where I repeat something with different ideas that go behind is fundamental to everything that I've practiced for 40 years. Being able to combine the idea behind with what we're actually doing, right? That connection isn't as easy as maybe I made it look. It took me a while to develop that skill. So I acknowledge that it's not it's not nearly as easy as if I say stand here, put your feet together, and take a step forward. It's not. So understanding these principles that go behind this idea of the inner and outer connections, I've talked about repeatedly, outside body, inside body, all of this, how we develop our skill, and the goal, right, of practicing with mindfulness of all of the things that we know how to practice, all of the things that we should practice, and then adding in our intent. What do I intend to do today? What am I going to do today? Today we had several different types of practice, right? Very much the internal work for the first set. Begin at extreme emptiness. Just very simple. This is it. Up and down. That's it. That's the movement. but so much more going on inside. I did not talk about the tiny heavenly circle, which is the lower dantian, or the large heavenly circle, which is what Professor Liu has in his book as the second step, moving the inner breath in the large heavenly circle, and again refining the spirit breath, which we shenqi, which we developed in the first step, refining it to shen. That next step is a lot harder. It takes a whole lot longer. These are not, I know what this is and now I can go there. They're not. It's a developmental process that comes from practice, it comes from understanding, and it comes from our own trying to understand what might be, right? I did not grow up with traditional Chinese medicine. I didn't. I absolutely did not. What is this? What does it mean? Let me understand this. Developing that skill is oh so much more valuable than knowing where to put your foot or where to put your hand. I'll be back tomorrow with the advanced sets, 10 through 18, combination of, I think we're going to work on legs tomorrow, so the up and down. We did snake last week, so I'm going to work up and down, I think, tomorrow. We'll see. I hope you'll join me. Thanks for being here.